Good afternoon, tribe. My name's Paris, and I'm one of the silver leaders on your team. And I am here to talk to you today about digestive health. So I, I'm laughing because earlier this week, Kelsey did a video and she said that she couldn't wait for me to do this video because I'm so passionate about digestion. And I thought that was a very funny thing to say, but so incredibly true. I'm incredibly passionate about fixing people's digestive systems. So I want to tell you a little bit about me and how I got into this. I've been with doTERRA selling for, let's see here, 2.5 years. So I had used the oils for about a month before I started selling, and because they were such a game changer for me. I personally had some severe, I'm going to say severe digestive issues. And so I'm going to take you back about 6 years, maybe even 7 years. And I had some pretty serious, I was diagnosed with a pretty serious chest condition where my cartilage in my chest had hardened. And it was due to a viral infection. And nothing they could do about it other than try to relieve my pain. So the way that the doctors chose to do that was to give me pain patches, but also to just say, take Advil. So I did. I took Advil and it worked a little bit most of the time, but what it did was incredible damage to my stomach. So I want to be very clear at this point, and I want to explain to you that I wasn't taking a lot of Advil, and I think it's important to know that. My husband and I no longer take over-the-counter anything or prescription medicines at all, but and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. What I'm saying is I want you to know my story because I want you to understand how much damage was done. So I was taking no more than 6 Advil a day, which to some people that would be a lot, but that was just on the days that I was in incredible pain. And imagine, if you will, feeling like you were having a heart attack all day, every day. That's how much pain I was in. So I was taking Advil, and the doctor, this was literally the words that the doctors used with me. I said, well, isn't Advil not good for you to take on a consistent basis? And they said, we'll deal with that problem when it arrives. So, okay. So I did that for about 2 years. I was doing the Advil, not every day, but most of the time. And during that time, I went to the emergency room 4 or 5 times. I also ended up in I actually got 3 upper GIs in that amount of time. And what they told me was that the damage was severe, and it was to my esophagus, it was to my intestinal tract, and it was to my stomach. So it was kind of a big deal. So they gave me a pill, and what they gave me was pretty much what you can buy over the counter for the most part. We tried over the counters to start with, and then they had to give me a much stronger prescription. So my prescription was costing us $150 for a 1-month supply, 30 days, and I was taking one every single night, and I was getting about 80% relief. And I didn't want that. I wanted more. So it was probably about 2 years, and I woke up one morning and I was just crying, and I just happened to be talking to a friend. And this is a place I want to put an asterisk as well. I really, really, really want you to understand that even though you may not want to sell, you may not want to do anything, share your oil stories. Share your oils with people. I had been in pain for over 5 years when my friend said to me, hey, you want to try this? So we started with Deep Blue. That's what we used on my chest. I was amazed at how quickly that worked. And I said, all right, what do you have for my stomach? What do you have for my gut? Can we fix my gut? So she handed me, and I'm going to show you all my stuff, but she handed me just a little tiny vial of this beautiful little thing right here. Digest Zen, my favorite thing in the whole world. It gave me my life back. And I can't exaggerate that enough. It gave me my life back. 1 drop. So I went home, I put 1 drop in a 4-ounce glass of water. I drank it down, and I felt better. And I was shocked. And I said, oh, that was just a placebo effect, because isn't that what you do? And so I did it for a few days. And by the end of 2 weeks, I was no longer taking the prescription, and I haven't since then. I'm going to show you everything that I've done, or what I do on a daily basis, because this helps with that, but I wanted to fix my digestive tract. I wanted it to be better, and I am now 2.5 years later, and I am 99.9% better. So the things I want to show you, first of all, I still use this whenever I need it immediately. I still use this. I do put this on my feet every single night before I go to bed. I don't know why. That's what I've done. I love it. I'm never going to stop. But the thing that I do every night, that this is the thing that has literally taken the place of my that $150 prescription. I'm gonna keep saying that over and over again. This is Digest Zen, and this is just my lazy way of getting my Digest Zen in. There's I can't remember if there's 2 or 4 drops in each one of these soft gels. I take one of these every night before I go to bed, and that takes care of all of the issues that I had. So as I was rebuilding and I wanted to work harder and harder at getting my digestive tract back, the thing that a lot of people don't understand is, even if you watch TV, you're going to see, I mean, we treat our guts horribly, don't we? We treat them horribly. We feed them, we overindulge, we give them horrible foods, we give them things that burn them, we do all that stuff. And we expect it to just do its job, and very often we're harming ourselves. So what we need to understand is that everything physical happens in your gut. Everything starts there. We have flora there. If that flora is healthy, you're going to be in a really good shape. You have to take care of your gut all the time. So every single day I take a probiotic. It's called PB Assist. I've taken a probiotic for a lot of years, but I found that I really, really love theirs. So I take one of these every single morning. What is this? This is a probiotic. What does a probiotic do? It literally keeps the flora in your gut healthy. When you take prescriptions, when you take antibiotics, when you do anything like that, you tear up the flora in your stomach, and then things get in. Your immunity goes down. Your immune system, 90% of your immune system is in your stomach. Okay, so I take one of these to just be sure that I'm staying clear, everything's safe, everything's healthy, no matter what I'm putting in there. Now, the other thing that I do, and this is the one that I recommend to everyone every day, both of these are everyday things. So Terrazyme, I'm sure you've heard about it. We talk about it quite a lot. I don't know how people ever lived without it. Terrazyme is a digestive enzyme, and what it does is it helps break down all the food that you eat. So with Terrazyme, what we do is you're going to take one with every meal. Most of us take one with every meal. The recommendation is one every meal, 1 to 3, okay, depending upon what type of a meal you've had. So I'm going to give you a few examples. If you have a big, heavy dinner, right, pasta, steak, and whatever, you know, those kind of things. If you have a really big, heavy dinner, you may want to take 2 or 3 of these. Here's the one that always surprises people. Iceberg lettuce is the #1 thing that your body struggles to break down. It'll tear you up every time. Most people just think that the fiber's doing good and you feel good even though you're all gurgly. You don't have to be gurgly, all right? If you have that big salad for dinner, which I'm apt to do, I do that a lot. If you have a big salad for dinner, a big salad for lunch, pop 2 or 3 of these. It'll help your stomach break down all of that fiber and everything else that we think we're getting from all those salads. So, so this will just help. It just helps your digestive system. It just makes everything kind of calmly move where it needs to move. All right. So those are my everydays. All right. So now I'm going to show you another one because I love Digest Zen so very much. This is Digest Tab. So everybody's had a Tums, everybody's had a Rolaids. This takes the place of that in an all-natural formation, okay? Now, let me tell you a little bit about these. You'll get used to them, okay? That's the thing. But you just pop them and chew them, and 30 to a minute, you're going to feel better, okay? 30 seconds to a minute, you're going to feel better. So that makes it for a wonderful little thing. They don't taste lovely. I'm not gonna tell you they taste fruity and fabulous and everything else, but I am gonna tell you that my husband thinks they work faster than anything else that we've ever had. So make sure that all of your medicine cabinets in your house have these in it, all right? LRP people, jump on there. You wanna get that. All right, up next, we are going to talk about detox. So about once every 6 months, I do a detox, and I do just a very gentle detox. My gentle detox, all it takes is that I stop taking the PB Assist for 10 days and I take the GX Assist. All right, so I'm gonna take one of these every single day. I do it for 10 days every 6 months. Some people do it much more often than that. That's just how often I do it. It makes it easy for me. I do it at the beginning of summer and at the beginning of winter. So, and I just take one of these. You do not take these 2 together, all right? Once you go off these, then you're gonna start popping these again. This is an everyday thing, all right? So, there's a few little things. Now let's talk about oils that help digestion, help even... Another couple things that come with a bad digestive system, you get a real bad taste in your mouth, you get kind of bad breath, those types of things. I highly recommend that everybody has these in their purse or in their pocket, whatever you have. If you have a purse, put it in your purse. If you have a pocket, put it in your pocket. These are called peppermint beadlets. And what they are is they're 1/4 of a drop of peppermint, okay? And they're about this big. Oops, I have to find my finger. They're about that big. Can you see that? Little tiny, tiny, tiny things. So you just pop it, bite it, be ready for an explosion of peppermint. But a few things that this will do. Helps with car sickness. Helps with an upset tummy in any way, shape, or form. Real good for little people. Don't have them bite them. They can. They'll bite them if they want to, but sometimes I tell them don't bite them. They're very strong. As a side note that's not digestive, it will also clear all of your sinus passages. They're great for headaches. So that's just a side note for a little peppermint beadlet. So you can get these. These are only $11.50 in your back office. All right. Now, just a couple other oils. This one is peppermint. We just talked about peppermint. Peppermint, you can drop it in just a glass of water. You're going to get fresh breath. That's what I love to use the peppermint beadlets for, but you can do that. You can add it to your water every day. If you have any digestive problems, this is a really good oil too. You can rub it on your stomach. You can put a drop in your belly button. You can also put a drop of Digestin in your belly button. All right? And it'll just take care of it. It's amazing. The next one that we have is ginger. I'm a huge fan of ginger. I am very, very susceptible, beyond susceptible to motion sickness and planes, trains, automobiles, everywhere. I have to drive everywhere because I get so motion sick. So what I do is I have a diffuser necklace and I'll put a drop of ginger and a drop of peppermint in there for whenever I'm traveling. Or I will make it an actual inhaler. I love the inhalers. They work really well for car sick. They work really well for any type of motion sickness, and nobody else has to deal with your smells if you don't want them to. So inhalers are a great way to go too. So the last thing I'm going to talk about, and this is just a grown-up talk, all right? So this is our detoxification blend, and this is called Zendocrine. So there's a few things that you can do with this. You can actually put this in lotion and apply it to places where you would like to detox cellulite, things like that. You can do that. You can put it on your belly. You can put it over your liver. So this is just the oil, and I use it very often in lotions because I'm trying to get rid of all those areas, so I like to do that. But also you can just pop it in water if you want to. But this is the one I want to talk about the most. Now we have two different ones. This is the one that I use for what we're going to talk about. So sometimes people like to have cocktails and maybe drink too much or drink a little bit. So my friends come to my house to party quite a lot, and whenever people come over, we always put this out, and you take one or two of these before you hit the hay, and there will be no hangover. So you can take it before you start drinking, take one before you start drinking, take one before you go to bed, and there's no hangover involved. So they're kind of a neat thing. This is something everyone should have in their house. They help with that. They help with detoxing. So you can actually do the complete detox. Once this video is posted, I will put doTERRA's detox. They have an actual detox that you can do it's a 30-day detox. So I'll put that in the comments for you as well. So I think I've covered everything that you could possibly want to know. I don't want anybody to be down because of stomach issues. I think it's really important that you figure out what you need the most. So those are the three things that I have to take every single day, and that's the Digestin gel caps, right? And then the Terrazyme, because that's going to help you break down everything. And then also the probiotic PBSS. These are my must-haves with my LLVs. So I do these all the time. If you purchase the LLV, which is the Lifelong Vitality Packs, if you're purchasing those, you can actually, if you do it through an LRP plan, then you can get these for $20 as add-ons. So that's kind of a neat thing as well. And last but not least, I want to talk about a little kit that they have. We have a bunch of new kits that are LRP only kits, and they're located in the back office. So all you have to do is go to the back office. I'll make sure that that also lands in there. But if you're an LRP person and you're doing your loyalty rewards every month, this is a great kit. It comes with the peppermint roller. It comes with, I'm trying to remember everything that was in there. I had it on my phone. I left my phone downstairs. It comes with PB Assist. It comes with the Terrazyme. It also came with, I'm sure, I'm going to have to show you, peppermint was in there, and I think the peppermint beadlets as well. It was a really, really, really good price. So when the kits that we have for just LRP people, they save you a lot of money, and they have a really good PV to go with them. So that's kind of a neat thing too. So you can get this month, you could get that kit, and then you could actually you would get your rosemary as well. So All right, you guys, or that's, yeah, for May. So I hope that this was super educational. I'm going to throw one last thing out at you. I will say, in my personal opinion, I'm an expert in digestive health, and I will answer anybody's questions, no matter whose team you're on. We're all on the same team, on the same tribe. You can reach out to me on Facebook. My name is Paris Heinen. You can click on there and actually talk to me on there. You can ask questions at the bottom of this video. I will answer those questions for you. Please don't be shy. I am more than willing to try to help you get on a perfect regimen for your body and what your body needs. All right, you guys, I hope this was really helpful and really educational. So go stock up. It's LRP time. Take care.